Callie Lichter. Callie Lichter is in the courthouse in a special room for media. She's been watching this trial live, and she has the latest updates for us. Callie, what can you talk about with us today, especially with that third witness?
Lauren, so I know that just a few minutes ago, our colleague Riley Mack was here and she was talking through some of the witnesses that we have seen this morning. And, you know, the third witness that we just heard, the altercation happened on his property, near his property. He saw mostly the whole entire thing happen except for those last 6 seconds. And what I want to talk about is, you know, they're not just playing the video and walking through it. I think we watched the video a couple times, and then when the defense came to cross-examine him, Matt Borgula, we watched that video frame by frame by frame. You know, this isn't just something like that. And like Becker said in the audio clip that we just heard a couple of seconds ago, you know, you're going to be seeing the video in every single form, every single way that you can. It's not just going to be played straight out. It's going to be freeze-framed and second by second by second, like we just saw with this third witness, Lauren.
I want to talk about the emotion that we saw with this third witness. It seemed that he had a lot to say, even at times, both the judge saying to just stick with what you saw or what you heard. Talk about that.
You know, he was saying that this was a very emotional, I think he used the word traumatic experience. And he said, he was asked, have you watched this video since then? And he said, I've watched it as much as a singular person can. You know, he was explaining that this was a very traumatic experience to see. He talked about his personal experience as a black man, seeing another black man go through this. He was definitely passionate, and like you mentioned, at one point or a couple points, he was asked to, you know, just calm down a little bit, stick to the video, stick to the responses to the questions. And yeah, it was a very emotional experience for him. And he was saying even 3 years on, from what he can remember, from what he saw coming down from his house, grabbing his phone, it was traumatic and very emotional.
And I believe we were able to see, he was able actually to use like some sort of taser or something to actually point to specific things in that video.
Yes, he was given a laser pointer because the video isn't on some sort of TV that's being dragged around the courtroom. There is a projector actually on the wall for other court cases that we come to here at the Kent County Courthouse in 17th Circuit. We see that screen usually used for Zooms. If someone's zooming in, whether that is a witness, if that is someone who can't physically be in the courtroom, but now, you know, it's being used to show that evidence, and a lot of that evidence is coming from the body cam video, the dash cam video, and then the phone video taken by the passenger in the car. And so to point out exactly where he was in the video during this time, he was given a laser pointer, because across the room, that screen could be tiny. You know, you're not going up to the screen and pointing with your finger, you know, I was there, there, and there. Especially when the video is moving, that laser pointer is able to act as almost a hand to show, because this testimony was very much procedural. You know, he was saying, you know, I saw it through my window, I went out of my house, I went back into my house to grab my phone. So there was a lot of moving around, so it's just to point out basically frame by frame where he was and where the other people were in the video, Lauren.
And I know that you're not physically in the courtroom, you're in a different area for media, but I wanted to ask, you know, either walking into the courtroom with people around or taking a recess, is there any sense of tension or emotion with this trial?
Lauren, I can't speak to that directly. You know, we're kind of secluded down here on the media floor, but I could expect, I know tensions were a little bit high when I was in the courtroom for jury selection. The other day we were sitting behind the row that was reserved for Scher's family, friends, people that were there for him, and I know that emotions were seemingly a little bit high for them. And, you know, I think looking at this testimony, at this video, I mean, again, going back to the witness, it was very emotional for him just to see it. And he didn't know anyone in this video, anyone who was on scene that day until afterwards, kind of just a bystander in the situation. So again, I can't speak directly to how they are feeling. I haven't personally been up to the courtroom to see who's there, how they're feeling, but seeing that video frame by frame, minute by minute, probably is a little bit something and emotional for the people in there, Lauren.
And Callie, we want to thank you for clarifying that there may be some confusion of where you actually are in the courthouse. So to clarify that you're not even on the same floor is great for people who are watching. Thank you so much for joining us, Callie.
Thank you, Lauren.